Today we start with the oscillatory motion. The wave motion and the oscillatory motion are the same type of motion, but we will talk here what is periodic motion and what is damped oscillation in the oscillatory motion. So first we talk about the uh, periodic motion. So the periodic motion is a kind of motion that is that happens when an object regularly returns to a given position after a fixed interval of time. If the motion is repeated, then we call this motion is periodic motion. A spherical, a special kind of periodic motion occurs in mechanical system when the force acting on the object is proportional to the position of the object relative to some equilibrium position. You have learned before that there is an equilibrium position and the maximum displacement. So recall those terminologies again. And if the force is always directed towards the equilibrium position, the motion is called simple harmonic. Let's consider a spring mass system. Mass is attracted to a spring if it is displaced from the equilibrium position. Equilibrium position is x is equal to 0. And if force acts towards the right to displace the mass, and then it will return to the equilibrium position first, and then it will compress the spring. So the block mass is attached, and how it moves is shown in this figure. X is equal to 0 is the equilibrium position. The restoring force is always in the reverse direction of the applied force. The applied force is if towards right, the restoring force will be on left. If the applied force is on the left, then the restoring force will be towards right, always towards the mean position. So these are terminologies, and Hooke's law is also says that force is proportional to minus kx, where Fs is the restoring force or always directed towards the equilibrium position, k is the spring constant, or and x is the displacement. सर एक चाहिए क्या मैं मोबाइल की चार्जिंग में लगा सकता लगा लो आप लगा लो लेकिन बैठना पड़ेगा इधर बैठना पड़ेगा आप कब तक हैं सर ऑफिस Hooke's law says that restoring force is directly proportional to x and always towards the mean position, k is the spring constant and x is the displacement. If we consider a block and displace the mass towards the right position, then x is equal to 0 is the mean position. The restoring force will be towards left. Here, this figure shows that the mass is resting at the position x is equal to 0, which is the equilibrium position for this spring mass system, and force will be 0. The restoring force will be 0. The spring is neither stretched nor compressed. And case 3, in which mass is displaced towards left position, the restoring force will be towards right position, and it will remain towards mean position. What about acceleration? If we equate these two equations, Hooke's law and Newton's law, then we can find the acceleration of the spring mass system. Hooke's law says that F is is equal to minus kx, and Newton law says that F is equal to ma x. So the acceleration, the x direction can be calculated as minus k over m into x. Acceleration is proportional to the displacement of the block. The direction of the acceleration is opposite to the direction of the displacement from equilibrium position. An object moves with simple harmonic motion whenever its acceleration is proportional to its position and is oppositely directed to the displacement from equilibrium position. Acceleration is not constant, therefore the kinetic equations cannot be applied. If the block is released from some position x is equal to it, then the initial acceleration is equal to minus k over m. A is the maximum displacement or amplitude of the oscillation. When the block passes through the equilibrium position, A is equal to 0. The block continues to move and it reaches minus A, where its acceleration becomes plus k over m. The block can move either side on the positive direction or negative on A, and these are the limits of oscillations. These are turning points of the motion. The motion is conservative, in which energy and momentum remains conserved. If in the absence of friction, the motion will continue forever. If there is no friction, but friction exists, air friction can exist or the friction of the surface can exist, so the motion oscillation will decay and its amplitude will reduce. Simple harmonic motion, mathematical representation. Model the block as a particle. The representation will be particle in simple harmonic motion model. Choose x as the x along x-axis, and it oscillates. So what will be the acceleration? Acceleration will be equal to d square x over dt square. This is the second derivative of the velocity, minus k over m x, and here k over m is a constant equal to omega square. Omega is the velocity. This is called the rotational speed. So A is equal to minus omega square x. A function that satisfies the equation is needed. So need a function xt whose second derivative is the same as the original function with a negative sign and multiplying by omega square. The sine and cosine functions meet these requirements. So because minus omega square x is equal to a. Xt is the function. Simple harmonic motion, graphical representation, it can oscillate in a sine wave type or cosine wave type. The distance between maxima is called time period, and the maximum displacement from zero is called x. हाँ? उसको इधर स्टार्ट करेंगे। नहीं वो काफी दिन हो गए, बहुत दिनों के बाद आया। Simple harmonic motion, graphical representation. A solution is xt is equal to a cos omega t plus phi, where omega is the angular velocity, phi is the angle, and a is the amplitude of the oscillation, and cosine curve can be used to give physical significance to these constants. A is the amplitude, minimum, maximum, and this is the time period between two maximas, and then Simple harmonic motions can be defined that A is the amplitude, omega is the angular velocity, and phi is the phase constant. Simple harmonic motion A and phi are determined uniquely by the position and velocity of the particle at t is equal to 0. If the particle is at x is equal to a, t is equal to 0, then phi is equal to 0. The phase of the motion is the quantity omega t plus phi, where xt is the periodic function and its value is the same each time omega t increases by 2 pi radian. What is period? Period is the time interval required for the particle to go through one full cycle of its motion. The values of x and b for the particle at time t equal the values of x and b at t plus t tau. T or tau is equal to 2 pi over omega. Frequency is the inverse of the time period, and it is equal to f is equal to 1 over t or tau. The frequency represents the number of oscillations that the particle undergoes per unit time interval. So f will be equal to 1 over t is equal to omega over 2 pi. Units are hertz or radian per second. Summary equations: omega is equal to 2 pi f is equal to 2 pi over t, and this is the angular frequency or angular acceleration, angular velocity omega. The period and frequency are related as t is equal to 2 pi m over k, f is equal to 1 over 2 pi k over m. So we can calculate time period from this equation and frequency from 1 over 2 pi k over m under the root. Period and frequency are interrelated, as we have seen. So simple harmonic motion case, xt is equal to a cos omega t plus phi. This is the angle, and omega is the angular velocity, phi is the phase angle, v is equal to dx over dt. If we differentiate the position of the particle, then we can derive the velocity, which will be equal to minus omega a sine omega t plus phi. And if we take derivative again of the velocity, then it becomes acceleration d square x over dt square, and the right side will be differentiated as minus omega square a cos omega t plus phi. Simple harmonic motion is one dimensional, and so directions can be denoted by plus and minus sign. Remember, simple harmonic motion is not uniformly accelerated. Maximum values for v and a, because the sine and cosine function oscillate between plus minus 1, we can easily find the maximum values of velocity and acceleration for an object is simple harmonic motion. V is maximum is equal to omega a is equal to k over a m under the root a. A is maximum is equal to omega square a is equal to k over m into a. And graphs are shown here. The graphs show that displacement as a function of time, velocity as a function of time, and acceleration as a function of. These three graphs show that position is varying with respect to time, and also velocity is varying with respect to time, and acceleration is varying with respect to time. So here the position starts from this, and velocity also starts from this, whereas the acceleration starts in the minus direction. There is a velocity is 90 degrees out of phase with the displacement, and acceleration is 180 degrees out of phase with the displacement. Initial condition at t is equal to 0, x is equal to 0 becomes a, and v is equal to 0. becomes 0. This means phi is equal to 0. The acceleration reaches extreme position plus minus omega square a at a. The velocity reaches extreme position plus minus omega a at x is equal to 0. So these three curves give the position of and velocity and acceleration. In the second example, initial conditions at t is equal to 0 gives x at 0 is equal to 0, v at 0 is equal to vi. This means phi, the phase angle becomes minus pi by 2. The graph is shifted 1/4 cycle to the right compared to the graph of x is equal to 0 is equal to a. So the position starts from 0 position, 0 point, and then this cos curve moves and the velocity is out of the 90 degree, out of phase, and this is again 180 degree out of phase. Energy of the simple harmonic motion or simple harmonic oscillator. Assume a spring mass system is moving on a frictionless surface. Tell us the total energy is constant. The kinetic energy can be found. K is equal to half mv square, half m omega square a square sin square omega t plus 5. The elastic potential energy can be found as minus u is equal to 1 over 2 k square. That will be equal to 1 over 2 k a square cos square omega t plus 5. The total energy is equal to k kinetic energy plus potential energy. This is also called the Hamiltonian of the system, or the total energy of the system. That will be equal to 1 over 2 Ka square. Energy of this simple harmonic oscillator. The mechanical energy is constant. The total mechanical energy is proportional to the square of the amplitude. Energy is continuously being transferred between potential energy stored in the spring and the kinetic energy of the block. Use the active figure of to investigate the relationship between the motion and energy. See this figure, the potential energy is represented by the brown curve and the kinetic energy is represented with the blue curve. The kinetic energy is here. The potential energy is 0 at mean position, but the kinetic energy is maximum at the mean position. So at the other extreme, here at this extreme, the potential energy maximum. Here the potential energy is maximum, but at this position, the kinetic energy is minimum or equal to approximately 0. But at this mean position, the kinetic energy is maximum. Energy of this oscillator can be found out. V is equal to plus minus k over m a square minus x square to the root plus minus a omega square a square minus x square under the root. As the motion continues, the exchange of energy also continuous energy can be used to find the velocity. So here the curve remains going on. This is the potential energy curve, and below is the kinetic energy curve. So both these curves remain moving as t increases. So the maximum kinetic energy is equal to half Ka square, and potential energy is also maximum at this mean position. The kinetic energy maximum and potential energy is 0 at this point. So these are opposite to each other. Phi is equal to 0. This we have seen before. Here the harmonic oscillator is shown in the figure for the real atomic arrangement. Simple harmonic motion oscillators are good models for of a wide variety of physical phenomena. Atoms are connected. Suppose that atoms are connected with springs in the uh, some material. So this is a material representation that how in the material atoms oscillate or can oscillate. When we heat the material, the atoms will oscillate. So we suppose that atoms are bonded together in a spring type system. So mass spring system can demonstrate their motion in the material. Molecular example, if the atoms in the molecule do not move too far, the forces between them can be modeled as if there were spring between the atoms. So this is the model of atomic arrangements in the crystal or in the material. So we can model spring mass system and we can then make an analogy of this system. So this is the potential energy is decreasing, and then as the R increases, the potential energy also increases in this way. So as we as the atoms come close to each other, the potential energy goes high. But as they move away from one another, the potential energy will decrease. So this is the representation of the molecular model system. Simple harmonic motion and circular motion. The wheel is moving in clockwise or anti-clockwise. This particle P is at a distance A from the center. This ball remains moving, and the if we flash a light here, the shadow of the particle will move to and fro. This is an overhead view of a device that shows the relationship between superharmonic motion and circular motion. If we rotate this circular motion with the shadow of the point P, how it moves on the ground or on the screen. So it will move. This is become the mean position. The center shadow is the mean position. Simple harmonic motion and circular motion are interrelated. The circle is called a reference circle. OP is the radius vector of the point P, and within angle phi at t is equal to 0, and take P at t is equal to 0 as the reference position. Simple harmonic motion and circular motion, case 3. The particle moves along the circle with constant angular velocity omega. OP is the radius vector making angle theta with the x-axis. At some time, the angle between OP and the x-axis will be theta is equal to omega t plus phi. So this figure represents that the particle is moving in the circle and its shadow is moving on the x-axis. So the Q point shows the shadow point of the for the point P. So the motion is anti-clockwise. At t is equal to 0, the particle was here at this position, but at some time t, the position of the particle is at P. This is x-axis and this is y-axis. So theta is equal to omega t becomes equal to phi. Simple harmonic motion and circular motion. The points P and Q always have the same s coordinate. Xt is equal to a cos omega t plus phi. This shows that point P moves with simple harmonic motion along the x-axis. Point P, point Q moves between the limits plus minus a. Simple harmonic motion and circular motion are shown. The same case is here, but t velocity becomes v is equal to minus omega a sine omega t plus phi. This is the x component of the velocity and the y component of the velocity is here. So the s component velocity only exists. The vertical acceleration is always towards the mean position or O. The s component is ax and the y component will not be shown here.